welcome to Unboxed. Today we are reviewing the Soniccare from Philips. This is apparently the Cadillac of toothbrushes. This is what's called the DiamondClean Black edition. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. There's been a lot of hype for this thing. Retails for about $179 on Amazon. And let's see exactly what's the big deal with this thing. Well, why would you pay almost $200 for a toothbrush? Let's find out. So we have the standard packaging right there, nice with images all around it. Detailed, not too complicated. Removes up to 7 times more plaque. Well, right there, that's a good selling point right there. And wider, healthier teeth. Now, I've never actually seen anything that actually whitens teeth from a toothbrush. It's usually a third-party gel. So let's break out exactly what's included with this. Apparently we've got a cup too. Interesting. So it comes with a cup. So if you've always wanted to have a cup. And then it looks like a induction charging base, which these are typically sealed completely. And then you have the device itself. You got a USB port here, that's interesting. So apparently this is everything that comes with it. We've got our charger, we got our 2 brushes, we got our secondary charger. So I'm assuming this is more of a travel charger, and then this is for in your bathroom. Let's take a look inside the case. Now doesn't seem to be a zipper, so that means they're using magnets. It's one of the new things, everyone's magnetizing their cases. And then looks pretty nice, pretty simple, but there's more to the story. So when you activate this thing, it goes through its little motions and you have all different kinds of settings on this thing. It's ridiculous, and if you can hear it, it's going nuts right now. So you have clean, whiten, polish, gum care, and sensitivity. So I'm still curious what this thing's for, because this doesn't look like this fits in there. So that's going to be interesting to see how that works. Let's get a brush on here. And we will be having a follow-up video to this reviewing the Philips UV sanitizer for brushes. So this should be pretty simple, just snaps on there, top cap pulls off, and there you go. You got a nice little brush. Oh, this thing's going 100 miles a minute. So that's very cool. All right, I guess there's only one way to put that back. So we're gonna go ahead and test this thing out, see how it all works. See, it's got the thing at the bottom, so I'm kind of curious how this thing all goes together. Let's do some homework here. This doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know how that's gonna fit in there. I don't even know why that's included. Does this go on top of it? Is that what's going on? Okay. So we got a little puzzle, and that's why it comes with the glass, and that's why it shows the way it's advertised inside of the actual product itself. The glass is used because when you are done using your toothbrush, you get moisture and water. And we're gonna show you an example of another toothbrush that I've been using for the past couple of years. Around the base of the unit, you get all kinds of calcification, discoloration, water, all kinds of weird stuff from the bacteria and everything else that runs off your toothbrush. They've thought ahead of that and included a glass that your toothbrush sits in, so all of your germs and crap go into the cup. And then you just dishwasher safe this thing, put that right back on there. Now I get it. That's amazing. That's how you charge your brush. You just throw it in this little thing and it does its thing. When you're traveling out and about, I'm impressed. I did not think that was the actual charging mechanism. And I can now see on the back, charger glass. Simply place your toothbrush in the glass to charge. Amazing. Okay, so again, the price tag for this thing is starting to make a little more sense because there's a lot of R&D that went into this. Now the case obviously is not just a case. We have a charging unit on the back, and that is for the mini USB. So we're going to plug that here in the back. And then we have the case here, which has a little this thing open? It looks like it opens. Nope. Okay, we got a plug in the back here. I love USB. It's only one way or the highway. And so when you're out and about and you take this over to your lady's house, or your fellas, depending on who you are, this will basically go with you, because if you have a Superstar brush, you want to take it with you because you're going to be used to using the settings on it as well. And it also has places inside of it to hold additional brushes. So you can put your 2 brushes in there, put your dealio in here like that, fits face up. So when you're traveling, I guess you don't need the holders, so these stay at home. And then that closes up, that unplugs. That's the nicest toothbrush case I've ever seen in my life. This is nicer than most sunglass cases. And it's got the little tag here, little Levi's-esque. So we're gonna go ahead and try this thing out, and we'll do a follow-up review and let you know how this performs. Thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe at the link below. Have a good one. If you are into good dental hygiene and you want to be encouraged to brush, this is definitely a strong encouragement for spending as much money on this. I am brushing more, and the soft bristles are very comforting. The only thing I've noticed is when I go to brush my tongue, I feel that I have to grab the top things. I don't know, this feels like it's a little loose, but I don't want to damage it, so I'm just being extra careful with it. You will find you're going to be very careful with a $200 toothbrush. The inductive charging is awesome, putting it in a glass. Obviously you're going to need to clean the glass every couple weeks, but for the most part, very convenient. And you'll see by this video of my previous brush that you can see that there's calcification buildup, all kinds of water stains, and it's just a bunch of gunk that's left behind from a traditional brush. This new method of putting it inside of a glass actually gets rid of all that, and you're going to see that really it's quite a good deal for the money. Very unique and very intelligent thinking went into this. As far as I know, it's the only inductive glass charging toothbrush out there. It's not the most expensive toothbrush. Just recently they announced a $4,000 toothbrush, but there's also toothbrushes out there that can do good in the world, like BOGO, where you buy a toothbrush and they'll give a toothbrush away to someone that needs a toothbrush. So, but you know what, if you have the money and you're a big fan of gadgets, this doesn't have any sort of connectivity, no USB or apps or any sort of tracking like that. They do have other models that have that, but primarily I wanted this one because it reminds me of my computer, my Mac Pro. So yeah, overall I would say I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5, just because the price was a little steep for what it is, but it's a very good brush and you will be happy with it. So that is the Philips Soniccare DiamondClean, and I hope you enjoyed this. If you like videos here, don't forget to subscribe and check out our website, kxsr.net. See ya.
This is the KXSR Digital Broadcast Network.